going to start with opening statement, and we'll take questions.
Well, I give a ton of credit to VCU. I thought they played very aggressively, as we expected. The rebounding numbers are probably one of the most telling stats, and you just can't win too many games if they have so many opportunities on second chance points. They also shot the ball extremely well, and so I think with the combination of shooting the ball well and then rebounding the misses at such a high rate, made it a little bit too much for us to overcome. I'm proud of our effort. I thought our guys played extremely hard, and put ourselves in position a couple of times at the half, and didn't give up, but not quite enough tonight.
We'll take questions for the student athletes first, and then we'll excuse them.
Trey, they seem to do as good a job as anybody creating those mismatches and taking advantage of them. How did they do that?
For the most part, we switched a lot of ball screens, and they were just getting the mismatches they wanted. But even on that, they were driving everybody off the dribble. It wasn't just mismatches; they were taking everybody off the dribble.
What makes them difficult to handle? Just the speed, quickness of the guards.
Yeah, their guards are good. They're hitting threes tonight, so you couldn't just sag in.
TJ, how demoralizing was it kind of that every time you guys made a run, they would start throwing in three-pointers again and, just kind of stem the tide?
It was pretty frustrating, but we just got to do a better job when we go on those runs, which we're good on offense, to just stay locked in and be that locked in on defense as we are on offense. And I think if we do that, we can be successful.
TJ, do you hope to see them again in the A-10 tournament, playing one last time this season like they got you guys last year?
Yeah, if that's how the bracket works out, whoever we have to go through to get to the championship and get to the NCAA tournament, that's what we'll do.
Trey, not the season you guys have won it yet. How do you move forward from this, from the last one, and try to get it together for the last few games?
Everything we want to accomplish, we can still accomplish. We've had some ups and downs, definitely, but tomorrow's a new day, so we just got to have the right mindset, right approach, and just get better each and every day.
Hey, TJ, can you address that? Just trying to move on and move forward and stay positive.
The guys in the locker room know that the season is far from over. We still have 4 games left in the season, and then a great opportunity in Brooklyn. We've seen teams go from the bottom of the field, not feeling too great, and then you get hot and you win a bunch of games in Brooklyn, and then you're in the NCAA tournament. So there's no giving up on ourselves. We're not feeling sorry for ourselves at all. We're going to approach GW just like we would every next game, and we're going to play as hard as we can.
Any more questions for the guys?
TJ, what do you think went wrong on rebounding tonight?
They were just more aggressive than we were. We gotta have more tenacity, and they used their size, and we didn't rebound.
Anything else? Thanks, Trey. Thanks, TJ.
Yes.
Had 15 in the first half.
Yeah.
Didn't score in the second half until late, if he did at all. Did you have to do some things to counter him that ended up leaving you leaky in other places in the second half?
Probably to a certain extent. I think more in general when we had some baskets around the baseline and some follows, you're more aware of that. And so even if you don't make a technical change, you're aware of that, and makes you lean in more and possibly give up some three-point shots. He played great, but I just thought we just gave them too many easy baskets, and he made the one really nice bank shot in the first half. But other than that, his points were so close to the rim and so easy given his athleticism and his talent. So, and they're just not our the people we play just aren't uncomfortable enough, and it's just a product of not being quite good enough defensively.
Coach, going back to the rebound, was it more of their mismatches with the lineups that made?
Yeah, I don't know. Not looking at it like that, but I think more just their overall aggressiveness, and to a certain extent we were on our heels. We're obviously a really good offensive team, but defensively, I just think we're not showing enough grit. And we've done it at times this year, but not consistently, and just a little bit too much comfort for the opponents when they have the ball, or when the ball's on the backboard.
Chris, losing this game in January was not, I mean, it was disappointing, but it wasn't a huge deal because there's a lot of season left. There's not much of the season left. Where do you think you guys are now, and what do you have to do the rest of the way out?
Well, as a coach, I don't think the way I look at it is that we have a game Wednesday against a really, really good team, and that you don't know when that spark is going to happen, whether it's a play in the game or a win that didn't seem like you could get, or even just a really, really good stretch at the end of a half, something that just kind of clicks for you. And so, to me, I think that's what the hard work is all about. To put just consistently work so that at some point there's just a click, whether it's a different player, somebody with aggressiveness, somebody they can really rally around, or a particular play or game or whatever. So I think there's a lot of season left, and if you have the mentality of hanging your head, then that's going to make for a long season or a long rest of the season. If you're ready to get up tomorrow and try to get better, I think that gives yourself a good chance.
Chris, Melvin Johnson's probably going to have his 3-point day, but Jordan Burgess going 4 for 5. How much did that hurt you?
That hurt a lot. I think Jordan missed the first game with us, and he played exceptionally well tonight. Those threes are difficult. Obviously, when they come from Bilberry or Lewis or Johnson, there's an expectation to that. To make so many, I don't know how many. I think he had 6 threes coming into tonight's game on the season. Is that right, Tim?
Supposed to have made one of the last 5 or 6 games.
Yeah. So that hurts, but I mean, more credit to him and to them, and after he makes that first one, obviously everybody feels a little bit better and was able to keep making them.
Chris, you've changed your lineup twice in 2 games now, and you just suggested that may be one way to get yourself jump-started. Will you keep doing that? I mean, your options are limited, obviously.
Yeah.
Will you try to different combinations, different starting lineups?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I would go into it looking to see who's going to start. I think it would just be more of, what gives us the best opportunity. To a certain degree, some of the starting lineups are based on the scouting report or the other team's scouting report of us. So I don't. Maybe that will be something that changes, but I don't have any intention of changing it or really looking at it that way right now.
Do you have a message that you're going to bring to your guys on Monday or whenever you practice next Sunday?
Just that we have to find that, for a long time we've been very good defensively. We've not been a great great rebounding team. We've always been very good defensively, and we just need to find something and played a little zone tonight, and to their credit, they attacked the zone very, very well. But just that we have to fight, and you have to keep playing, and that's what sports is. There's tons of stories about teams in every sport that make a late run or something turn their season for the better, and you can't search for that, but you have to attack it and try to make that happen.
Any more questions?
Coach, Mo assessed your team's rebounding tonight by saying that you don't box out, you just run towards the glass. Do you think it's a fair assessment?
Tonight, it seems like it, yeah.
Anything else?
Thank you, guys. Have a good one.